Well, boys, that are again tonight. So I got my power leads from me power resistors. 35 watt, 35 watt, 10 watt, 10 watt. Again, 4 of these resistors are 1 watt resistors. I'm using the same capacitor bank that came out of the old power supply. I'm using the same 4 2N3055s as was in the old system. And with the schematic here, as you can see, she was adjustable by the LM317 over here, and which is sitting over here. So I got the knob on the front that controls voltage to the back binding post here. So let's adjust our voltage here. So I just got the voltage fed right now under the bridge rectifier from a little Acronta power supply, 1 amp power supply. I just wanted to check the circuitry and make sure it was good before I added the transformer here and added the AC and everything into it. Wanted to make sure this part was working. So I got our voltage here, amperage here, got her on volts. So I'm going to put her on amps, and that there is what she's drawing, which is very little. So I know that I haven't got an issue with what I got built here, which is good. So now tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get the transformer transplanted inside here and get the AC wired in and get the secondary tapped into the bridge rectifier over here. So yeah, we got 2 wires coming here and going directly to the bridge rectifier, and from there going to the rest of the circuitry. So this is what I got built. Seems to be working. So there's nothing shorting out here, which is good. Voltage is steady, which is also awesome. So I got a couple meters. Got a 15 volt DC meter. I was thinking about putting in front of this thing. And I've also got this 20 amp or 30 amp ammeter that I was also thinking about putting in this thing. But I'm undecided yet. I'm planning on putting the meters in or not. I think it would look cool. The meters are there, but it'll kind of screw up the front of the panel here. Unless I put one over here in this area and the other one directly underneath the knob. Kind of would make sense, because you got your knob, you have your voltmeter down here in that corner, and then the ammeter over in this corner. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, but we'll see. Undecided yet, but anyways, just a little update. The power supply is chooching away. So we got 16 volts, 15.99, 16 volts coming into the bridge rectifier onto the capacitor bank here. The brown wires are the brown are the base. The base wires are 15 volt. The orange wire obviously is supply, which goes to the collector. And then the emitters are these red wires going to the resistors, the power resistors. And each one of those let's check these one by one. This resistor 14.75, 14.75, 14.75, 14.75. So there we have it. On one side of the resistor you get 14.75 and the output 14.75. So yeah, it is working. So now, like I said, I have to get transformer planted in here and get the bridge rectifier wired up. Get the fuse put in it. Put the fuse, run the AC cord, mount transformer, wire up the front panel switch here, and then get her over to the rectifier, and then we can put a load on this thing and see what we're doing for current. It's going to be interesting. Let's see what I can get out of this transformer over here. Apparently it's a 5 amp transformer, I was told. I always thought that was a 10 amp transformer. So I guess we're soon going to find out what we can do with the 4 3055s tied into that transformer. Nothing else, we'll put the ZAM meter in line with the load, and we'll see. Anyways, there we have it, folks. Just an update. So far, so good.